Welcome. In front of me is a OnePlus 15R, and today I'll show you how you can enable and set up your portable hotspot. So, to get started, you will want to swipe down from the top right side of the screen, so right over here, like so, and this will bring down all your toggles. Now, we have two pages of them by default. Now, if you can't find your hotspot toggle on either page, you can add them by clicking right here on this pencil icon, and then click on the plus, and find your hotspot somewhere here. Now, you'd be looking for a toggle that is a little bit more visible. The grayer ones, like these, are ones that are already added. And once you find it, you would just simply tap on it. You can see it would get added, and from here, just click on done right here, and you're good to go. So once you have the hotspot toggle visible in here, like I have it right here, you can hold it in this list, and when you do, it shows you the password. And that will be more important, obviously, for connecting to it. But what I like to do is select actually more settings, then tap on the hotspot settings, which automatically selects the password and allows me to change it. Now, this isn't a fun password to try to type, so I do like to always replace it with something a little bit more simple, similar to my memory. And you can make it as simple as you want, as long as it's 8 characters in length. That's all that matters. And it can be letters, numbers. There's no like defining factor right here. I just chose numbers only for the simplicity sake. Now, below that, we actually have a couple more options. We have things like the AP band, and you can see we have 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. Now, on top of the fact that we have 5 gigahertz option right here, there is also a toggle below, use Wi-Fi 6, which, if I'm understanding Wi-Fi correctly, that is Wi-Fi 5 gigahertz. So I'm not sure why it's like separated from it, because by using Wi-Fi 5 gigahertz, you're by default using Wi-Fi 6. So I'm kind of confused about this, but whatever. Maybe I'm misunderstanding this. But in general, either one of these options is viable. But if you don't know what these are, I would probably recommend more sticking with the 2.4. I'm going to explain it just so you are aware of what these do, and maybe you can make a more educated choice in the future or even now. So the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network is one that was basically the beginning of Wi-Fi. It's used by literally every device that has any kind of Wi-Fi connectivity. As long as it claims it can connect to Wi-Fi, it can connect to the 2.4. So that makes it super versatile. Now, because it is an older kind of frequency one, it's number one, very crowded, as literally everyone has nowadays, router at home and multiple devices that do use the same kind of frequency to connect to each other, to network, and so on. So these networks are very crowded, and that could pose some kind of problems in terms of maintaining a connection. So in cases where your connection is unstable, something is just not working as it normally should, you could swap it to 5 gigahertz. Now, 5 gigahertz, apart from being faster, as it claims right here, has a little bit more to offer than just speed. And truth be told, on a mobile network, speed is definitely not one of those things that you'd be looking for as a reason to switch to the 5 gigahertz. So before you switch to this, there is a downside to 5 gigahertz. Older devices that don't use Wi-Fi 6 will not support 5 gigahertz network, and therefore if they don't support 5 gigahertz and only the 2.4, they just simply will not see this network when you turn it on. So you would have to go back here and switch it back to 2.4. Now, the upside is the 5 gigahertz frequency is a little bit more open. It's like if you compare these two to each other, it's like the 2.4 being just a single lane road, while 5 being a highway. So it's a little bit more accommodating for wider or more signals in general, and it just handles it much better. On top of that, it does also allow more devices to be connected to the single network compared to the 2.4. It is faster and usually has a lower latency, but because you're using mobile network, all these don't really matter that much. The only thing that you will care about in this aspect is how many signals are, and if, for instance, 2.4 gigahertz frequency is crowded or not. Other than that, you don't really get too much benefit off of the 5 gigahertz one. So you can choose whichever one is suited for you. If you live in a highly densely populated areas, you might be interested more in this one, as long as you have a device that supports it. And if you don't know if it supports it, just change it, turn on hotspot, see if that device can see this hotspot, and if it can't, well, then there's your answer. So anyway, with that out of the way, we have no other options worth mentioning right here. So once you change any of these settings in here, make sure you click on the save. Now here we have one more option that I want to talk about, which is the automatically turn off personal hotspot when no devices are connected for 10 minutes. Now this is a great option right here. The hotspot will consume more of your phone's battery, so when you're not using it, when you disconnect from it because you're done using it, it would automatically start the 10-minute timer, and then after that turn it off. So that's a pretty good option. I personally like it because I would usually forget about it and it would just run in the background, but this would prevent it from running for too long. And also pointing it out, this is a better version of what you typically see on devices, which is an activity period. Here it's actually searching for connected devices. So as long as you're connected to this hotspot, which usually means as long as you're doing whatever you were doing on your other device, you're connected, then the hotspot stays on. Which, if you consider something like a laptop, as long as you're using it, it's going to stay connected. If you close it, it usually goes into sleep mode and disconnects from your hotspot, therefore starts this timer and then turns it off. So that's pretty good. Like I mentioned, the other alternative to this one is devices using the inactivity period, which even when you're using your device and, for instance, reading a long article on a single page, that inactivity period is ticking. And usually it's set to something stupid like 5 minutes. So 5 minutes later, you try to go to the next page or something like that, and you no longer can because your device turned off hotspot. So here we have a good way of implementing this. Anyway, from here, once everything is set up, you can just find this toggle once more, and instead of holding it, you can just simply tap on it from now on. And additionally, you don't need to wait for that 10-minute timer or disconnect from it and wait for the hotspot to turn off. You can do this yourself. So you just find this toggle once again and simply tap on it for the second time. And if you ever forget your hotspot password, you can hold it and it will tell you it right over here. And at the top here you have the name of the network that you would be looking for, as well as having info on how many devices are connected, which if it shows too many devices connected right here because you're in a public place and someone managed to guess your super simple password, you can actually go in here and select to manage the connected devices and actually block them away. And you can also change how many devices can be connected at a single time, 10 looking to be the highest number. Let's select it to 1. I would say 2 could be max. I don't think you're going to be using more than 2 devices at a single moment. So from now on, even if someone knows your password, guesses it, they wouldn't be able to connect to it because you're the first one connecting to it. So anyway, now with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.